Hello, parents. My name is Daniel Larman, and today I'm going to talk to you about how our school is going to help screen your kid for a possible suspected learning disability and how that process will work, and how potentially the outcome could end up being your child will receive an IEP or individualized learning plan in the event that they are diagnosed with a learning disability. Now, usually how this process will start is your child's teachers will notice that perhaps your child is struggling in a certain area. Oftentimes, in terms of dyslexia, um, it may be um, in with reading or math, or perhaps with another disability like autism, it might be a little bit more social. And if a teacher suspects this, it will need to be backed up by initial testing called formative testing before it can really proceed any further. Now, a formative assessment, and correct me, I was a little bit mistaken earlier. I said formative testing. I meant to say a formative assessment. Um, Formative assessments can take really just be a spelling quiz or a homework assignment. If your child really performs poorly or struggles with weekly spelling tests and or math quizzes or their homework, perhaps the teacher might think there's something going on. In addition to tests and quizzes, a formative assessment can also be more informal. So the teacher will notice not only does the child struggle on spelling tests, but they seem to try their best and they get really upset and emotional when they can't do as well on the spelling tests. And this could be a sign of the dyslexia, because dyslexic students are highly intelligent, yet they struggle in certain areas like reading or spelling or maths or learning another language. And this can be really frustrating for an intelligent person to see that they can't do as well in their peers in a certain thing. And it's very common for children or teenagers or even adults to react emotionally and negatively to such a thing. So a teacher will initially diagnose the student formative with a formative assessment, which is one through homework, test, quizzes, but also informal assessments just to see how the student is feeling emotionally in their state in the class. Now, if the teacher's formative assessment indicates that perhaps there is a learning disability, then the school psychologist will be contacted, and also the parents will be contacted too, so the child can go into the next set of assessments, which is a summative test. And summative testing is much more intense. This will take about a week, maybe longer, and the school psychologist will give a full battery test to conclude whether the student has a learning disability or not. And the outcome of the summative test may be that your child has a disability like autism or dyslexia. There's many kinds. And if the result of the summative test indicates this, the school will meet with the parents to inform them of the result, but also the school will meet with the student's teachers, and of course the school psychologist who gave the test, and they will create an individualized learning plan which is meant to help your child succeed. Now, for dyslexic students, this could be getting notes done for them so they don't need to rely on their own handwriting in their notebooks, extra time on tests and quizzes, extra time for homework. Really, the school is trying their best to help the student out. And also, it is the law that the teachers keep the learning disability strictly confidential. So they can't even tell any other teachers about the student's disability, and they can't discuss it. So your child's privacy will absolutely be protected. And the purpose of this assessments is simply to help your child. Well, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you've learned about how our school is going to assess learning disabilities. Thank you very much, and have a good time.